Mark TV here, back again for another video, right? Well, we're not judging King Charles III and the Queen Consort, Camilla Parker Bowles. We're not judging them, right? If that's who's going to be head of state, we might as well get used to it. We might as well do, right? Sorry to say that. We'll have to get used to them. You know why? Because if we don't, we ain't gonna get nobody else. Right? Can you see, right? William taking King's spot, yeah, with Kate Middleton, right? I've got to predict that for the future, right? But the future, you can see William. You can't see Harry taking King's spot, could you? You can't see King Harry, can you? No, it wouldn't happen. King William, yeah, you can see that. You can't see Harry taking it because he's listening to Meghan. That American Burke, listening to her, right? Why listen to her, right? Harry should listen to his own opinions. Listen to his dad. And as today, my dad retires today after a long-serving work life. Right, he retires from work. Right, officially retires from work. Yeah, he doesn't know. After the day, right, there's no more work for my dad. He retires. Yep, he retires from work. Yeah, he doesn't know. Right, my dad's worked all his life. He has as well. He's worked all his life. I know he ain't got anywhere with it. He ain't made any money out of it. Right? But I tell you what, he's an achiever. My dad thinks he ain't. He is. Least he worked. Least he didn't get drunk and he wasn't a pisshead. No, he wasn't. He wasn't a drunk and alcoholic. Least he kept working for the rest of his life. Sorry, my bad language just then. Right? Least he kept working. Yeah, he did not. He didn't come a drunk and alcoholic and watch football and be rowdy. He didn't start fights with people. He hasn't done that. My dad has actually stood up for himself. Right, my dad. I'm proud of my dad. In a funny way. Like I'm proud of King Charles III, right? Least Charles himself. I know King Charles III made a muck up in 1986, yeah, when he went back to Camilla Parker Bowles, right, after Diana, right? But least he didn't become an alcoholic. A drunk. Least he didn't get troubled by the law. No, he didn't. All he did was have an affair. He went from Diana, Princess of Wales, to Camilla and back to Camilla. Right? If he had stuck with Camilla Parker Bowles before he married Diana, Princess of Wales, this would never have happened. This would never have gone the way it did. But sorry it did. It went sour. Right? It went sour from the start. But Camilla Parker Bowles, yeah, right, was in the marriage before Diana was even considered being married. Why didn't he stick with Camilla Parker Bowles? Would have made it all simple then, wouldn't it? Because really, being truthful, right, Diana would have made a good queen. Now let's have a poll, right? If anybody's out there in this in my YouTube fans, yeah, send us some comments, yeah, what you like about Diana and what you like about Camilla Parker Bowles and what you like about Charles as king. What you think about the three. Would Diana, right, make a good queen if she was still alive? And would Charles make a good king? Now he's power of state, head of state, yeah. And would Camilla Parker Bowles, now that she's now Queen Consort, make a good Queen Consort? Now would you would you see the logic? And then give me another one. Would you like to see after Charles, yeah, that William and Kate take it? Would you like to see William and Kate take head of state? Because I would after Charles, because I can see he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's followed his dad's footsteps and his grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II. He's been nurtured. He's been raised up to be power of state after Charles. I can see that coming off. But William and Kate, yeah, will actually step up and do that. But Kate, yeah, Kate Middleton wasn't there in the early days. Right? She'd only married William, yeah, in the last couple of years. Right? She ain't been there all throughout William's life. He's been nurtured by the most powerful lady that's just been laid to rest, Queen Elizabeth II, and his dad. So really, he knows the score. So if he comes power of state after Charles, if Charles ever pops his clocks, yeah, goes to heaven where his mum's gone, yeah, right, William will be powerful enough to take head of state because he's been nurtured by Queen Elizabeth II. Yeah, and Charles, and Charles's dad, Prince Philip, he has been nurtured. He has as well. He's had guidance and training. So really, if Charles ever stepped down there, William will obviously be the one in charge. Because see Harry, yeah, he don't want nothing to do with the royal family. Well, now I think he's woken up now. You can now see it in the head of state, yeah. Now King Charles III. You can now see Harry stepping up now. You can as well. I think Harry's learnt, yeah. Right, he made a right muck up. He did when he left the royal family. He didn't all. He made a right muck up. Yeah, he did. He made a right muck up, and he left the royal family, and he knows it as well. I think Harry realises now his dad's the powerful man on the throne. He realises that he's got to step up now and become Prince Harry. His real title. And Meghan's got to step up as her title now as well. And not worry about what the Americans are doing. Sod the Americans. They go their own way. They make their own decisions. Their president will deal with them. Their president will deal with America. That one that come to the funeral of the Queen Elizabeth II. That new president in America, he'll sort that out. It ain't Kate Middleton's job. It ain't Meghan's job to deal with all the Americans. Right? Harry's got to step up now with his brother William. Now William's Prince William of Wales, right? He's got to step up now. Harry has, and get his act together. He's got to stick by his dad and Prince William. Now his title's been upgraded, right? Harry's now gonna see his father's head on tenors, fivers, 20s, 50s, £20 notes, ones, 1p's, 2p's, 5p's, 10p's, 50p's, 20p's. Yeah, he will see his dad's head on all the coins, on all the money, all the banknotes, all the coins. Yeah, and also see his head, see his name on post boxes, Royal Air Force. Yeah, Royal Air Force. Yeah, I'll have his head, I'll have Charles's head, I'll have Harry's father's head. And when you go to football matches now, you won't be saying God Save the Queen. You'll now be singing Harry's dad, God Save the King. You will as well. God Save the King. You will as well. And when you go to when you go to stamp something from the Royal Mail, when an official stamp from Royal Mail, it'll say CR, Charles Royal. Yeah, it will. Or KR, King Charles. KC, King Charles. Yeah, it will as well. King Charles III. It will as well. Because it's going to come anyway. So I know all this is going to... And it's all going to change. It's going to change. And when you want a stamp, yeah, from the post office, it won't be the Queen's... It'll be the Queen's head for now on the stamps to celebrate her Passover. But then all the stamps here will have King Charles III, his head on the stamps. It will as well. So really, King Charles has now officially got his title, what he's been longing for 70 years. He's now head of state. Let's see, right, from my point of view, from a YouTuber's point of view, that he actually takes that role. He takes it with great strength. That he never lets us down. Because that Prime Minister, Liz Truss, has got to stick by Charles. Right? Like Charles stuck by his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. He was nurtured. He knew he was going to take the role. Now Charles has got to nurture William now. Has got to do what his mum did to William. To get him prepared for when Charles comes off being king. William takes over. Nurture him. Lure him into it. Because I think William will be taking over after Charles. It's got to be. It looks that way when Charles is finished his reign. When the reigns are come off of William, he'll be taken over. Well, let's see it work. It's good to see Trademark TV wishing King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla Parker Bowles many happy returns of being head of state. Right? And then many happy returns for William's new role. And many happy returns when he comes king. Right? Because I could see that happening. He's following his dad's footsteps and his mum's. His late departed grandmother's. Queen Elizabeth II. Let's see that happen. Right, it's good to see Trademark TV signing off.